This afternoon, President Trump unveiled a new multi-billion-dollar aid package for farmers hurt by low crop prices and the administration's tariffs. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent were on hand with the president as he made the announcement, as well as growers of cattle, cotton, potatoes, and soybeans. President Trump described the package as bridge payments to smooth the transition away from the Biden-era economic policies and told Americans how it would work.
Trump announced $12 billion aid package for American farmers a couple months ago, and the way administration is selling it, you'd think they just saved the agricultural.
This relief will provide much-needed certainty to farmers as they get this year's harvest to market and look ahead to next year's crops, and it'll help them continue their efforts to lower food prices for American families.
CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi joins us now. So, Olivia, tell us what's in this package. And right off the bat, I think we need to make it clear that people are also telling you, even though the president is blaming this on the previous administration, that his own current policies are also one reason why farmers are hurting.
Brooke Rollins, his agriculture secretary, stood up there and talked about strong markets and helping farmers through tough times. $12 billion sounds like a lot of money, right? Here's the real math. Agricultural economists say farm losses this year range from $35 billion to $44 billion for 9 crops alone.
Lindsay, it's good to be with you. Let's talk about the package itself, because there was some discrepancy from when we spoke earlier this hour. The president said it was $12 billion, but his agricultural secretary, Brooke Rollins, says it's actually $11 billion that's going to be in that farmer bridge package, assistance package. That extra $1 billion they are holding back, and they are waiting to hear more from the farmers about where specifically that is needed most to help them. The president also said they're planning to use tariff money in order to send that to the farmers to help them in this time of need. He said we're going to be giving it, providing it to farmers in economic assistance.
Corn, soybeans, wheat, peanuts, and 5 others. $44 billion in losses. And Trump's answer is $12 billion. That's 27 cents on dollar. That means for every dollar for a farmer lost because of Trump's tariffs and collapsing crop prices, the government is giving them 20 cents back.
But it is the tariffs themselves that had caused part of this issue, at least for the soybean farmers, because during the trade dispute with China, they refused to buy any soybeans, meaning that this harvest this last year was basically a wash. And those soybean farmers really struggled with that. So what this assistance today is supposed to do is give farmers the opportunity to buy seed, fertilizer, other items they may need for next season's harvest, since they had such losses this year. So that is the goal of this money. It's not to help from what happened previously. Those losses are already baked in, but it's to help try to give them a leg up, some type of opportunity for the next season.
So where's the other 73 cents? That's on you. Figure it out. Sell your equipment, borrow more money, or lose your farm. Whatever. Here's your 27 cents. And I'm not the one only saying this. The farmers themselves are saying it. Agricultural groups are saying it. Economists are saying it. Everyone who looked at these numbers said the same thing. It's not enough. It's not close to enough. And it's not going to rescue the struggling farm economy.
So U.S. farmers have been advocating for this aid. Why?
Well, the farmers I talked to, is exactly what I just laid out right there, was that they have already lost so much. And they're a hardworking bunch, and they don't want to be on government assistance, but they do need it at this point in time. This is the crucial moment when they need it so that they can accurately prep for next season. Brooke Rollins, in that cabinet table meeting there, just said that they're expected to get these funds by February 28th, 2026.
So today let's break down the real math, because when you see the actual numbers side by side, you'll understand why farmers across this country are furious. Before we go into the video, I'd be really appreciated if you can just sub to my channel, because I'm doing a video every day. You can check my channel, and I'd be really appreciated if you can just like the video and comment down below. Thank you so much.
So in a couple months, they'll be able to actually have this money, but at least between then, they can go to their lenders, they can go to their farm banks and say, I'm expecting to get this much from the federal government. I need this amount in soil, feed, fertilizer, you name it, of what they need. And hopefully by then, they'll be in a good position so that they can harvest and produce enough for the Chinese, who have agreed to buy more soybeans, to actually be able to buy them. So this is just what's expected to be the first step in assistance, but of the ag groups I talked to, there's still a lot more that they need.
So let's start with the losses, because this is where it gets devastating. An agricultural economist calculated that farm losses this year for just 9 major commodity crops, corn, soybeans, wheat, peanuts, and 5 others, range from $35 billion to $45 billion. That's not a projection. That's not a worst case scenario. That's what is happening right now in 2026. And where are those losses coming from? Everything we've been covering on this channel for weeks. Trump's tariffs triggered a trade war with China. China stopped buying American soybeans for 5 months. Brazil swooped in and captured 70% of the market. Crop prices collapsed to 2018 levels, and at the same time, input costs, fertilizers, seeds, equipment, fuel went through the roof because of tariffs on imports. Farmers are getting crushed from both sides. It costs more to grow a crop and you get paid less for it. We covered this on our last video. And rice farmers in Arkansas are losing $259 to $380 per acre. Cotton farmers are losing $353 per acre. Corn farmers losing up to $240 per acre. You can grow a perfect crop with no weather damage and still lose hundreds of dollars for every acre you plant. Now here's Trump's response, $12 billion. Let's do the math together, because I want you to see how insulting this is to our corner stores in our country. If losses are $45 billion and the aid is $12 billion, that's a $32 billion gap. $32 billion that farmers have to absorb on their own. That's like your house is flooding and causing $44,000 in damage, and your insurance company sends you a check for $12,000 and says, good luck with the rest. And remember, to offset damage caused by Trump's own policies, his tariffs started the trade war, his trade war collapsed the export markets, his imports the cost of farming, and now his aid package covers barely a quarter of the damage. He broke it, and he's not even paying to fix it. And Brock Rollins said something that should make every farmer's blood boil. She said the administration's ultimate aim is for farmers to have strong markets instead of farming for government checks. Strong markets. The administration destroyed their strongest market, China, with tariffs. They watched Brazil steal it permanently, and now they're telling farmers to goal strong markets. Dude, you destroyed the markets. You don't get to lecture farmers about strong markets when you're the one who blew them up. Now, let's talk about what the banks are saying, because this is terrifying. The American Bankers Association and Farmer Mac did a survey on agriculture lenders in November, and what they found should alarm everyone. Less than half of farm borrowers are expected to be profitable in 2026, less than half. That means more than 50% of farmers who borrowed money to plant their crops this year are expected to lose money. And the top concerns borrowers listed were liquidity, income, and inflation. In plain English, they don't have enough cash, they're not making any money, and everything costs too much. That's the trifecta disaster. And $12 billion in aid doesn't fix any of it. When banks lose confidence in farmers, John Boyd Jr., the soybean farmer we covered last week, said 2 banks told him this week they won't extend him credit as long as tariffs are in place. Banks are looking at farmers and saying your business is too risky to lend to. When the banking system gives up on farming, that's when farms die. Not because of a bad harvest, not because of a drought. Because of the bank says no, there's no other option. So this administration broke the farm economy with tariffs, and people are just so sad that they don't even want to do it anymore. They want to sell their farms, they want to move to a city or just drop out everything they have, because they are getting offered 27 cents on the dollar and called it a rescue. That's not a rescue, that's an insult, and every farmer in America knows it. $12 billion sounds like a big number until you put it next to $44 billion. Then it looked like what it is, a band-aid on a bullet wound. And the bullet is still in there. If you found the video informative, I'd be really appreciated if you can just sub to my channel, because I'm making a video every day about what is happening to our country and about our farmers. And drop a comment down below and like the video. Thank you so much.